Bro!
Are you mimicking me? Now?
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right?
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Cuckoo. Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland.
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan.
So, you...
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe are worried.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right. But they still picked me to accompany you.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hank?
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case...
So, if he was...
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
How so?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro.
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku.
Oh no, bro.
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak.
Which... that one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian.
Not like it's my fault, though.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. I'm starting to pit...
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku.
For real now?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
All right, everyone. But our priority right now should...
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you...
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us. Back when we first met Kakuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are all...
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan?
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a friend.
Great. Well, that was easy. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I am not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow! Oh no!
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request, don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well,
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku. Excited?
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Natlan would soon start showing up all over the world.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kukuku, was it not?
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro! Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you,
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and...
for real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much a...
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly...
As for the bad news, Kakuku accidentally overheard some top-secret stuff. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super...
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time...
What a shame. Oh well.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay, problem solved! All right. It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be... Let's head over to the Palais Mermonium. Bad news.
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to? This get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good.
Of course. That's why Kakuku's not the only one that Mr. Ridesley's been getting to talk.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail.
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid.
That's right. So stop giving the...
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. On closer inspection, the fabric looks... Could he have previously been a warrior? Something feels off.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast-going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontanian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they...
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time. So I wasn't...
Yeah, Kenichi?
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever.
Oh dear, oh...
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is...
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. If the gun really was some kind of... Does that mean they...
I agree. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that the last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
how so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a...
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets... Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object.
You're the best, bro. Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we...
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed.
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meropide, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Ahau,
What? What now?
let's shake hands.
Fine by me.
Ugh!
Oh, nice dodge.
Did you miss me, bro?
Kukuku, you're free!
Ugh, not you again.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all.
Get it away! Get it away! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat.
Poor Ahau. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to
Eva, As a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kakuku got out of jail?
Don't lose hope. By the same standard, you have freedom.
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again?
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
Also, there's no such restaurant.
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys.
Why, you? Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Ah, really? Wait, who are the
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move? Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro.
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing?
Aren't we doing that already?
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
Lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Pele Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it. Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same...
Hello, you two.
Have there been any developments? Okay, good. Well, the notice was only...
Special Patrol, open up.
Ah! Who's there? What's
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
What in the Tibet?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kakuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette?
That's not door-knocking etiquette.
Oh, I see. I figured... Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Roran, you said you...
Yeah, so...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroran, Be honest now. Were you?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs.
Of course. All right then. So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost. As when we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia.
Yes, at least I assume so. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Aurora. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped.
No way.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kukuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and find him.
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon, you're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that...
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelette too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with... Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of...
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the... This thing has a job? So in Natlan, they...
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story.
I suppose I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing. As for the seller of this particular item, we've had some prior dealings, but as long as I took care to hide a time and place, normally everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrived. That was not what we'd agreed. But he replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but of course it wasn't the discount that swung it.
Feeling
smart now.
No, please go.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, and by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just... I'm so...
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet...
Well, to be honest, though, I can't claim to know him very well. He, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr...
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make... If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro.
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say an...
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes. In that case...
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Judging by your expression,
It went smoothly, on the whole.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the...
Patience will be...
I get that. It's like hunting.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation, on top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have... So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel. Or maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and at least Natlan will get the stolen relic back.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
we'll be waiting for the good news.
On the topic of kidnapping cases... How exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? According to the regulations, I mean. Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient non-human beings? Of course, melazines go without saying, but what about a being like a cuckoo?
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
That is no laughing matter, Wriothesley.
Novelette sent someone to contact us this morning! That must mean there's been some progress! Hey, everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested.
A great way to stay energetic.
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday. It'll take place this afternoon.
Oh, really? Huh.
Seems like you share our concerns,
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. Of course, fingers crossed,
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case.
We'll trust your instincts then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in...
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier. You know what, that might not be such a bad idea. All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses, but, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes. To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, but still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out. Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point. Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see...
That's the...
well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. And rooting.
All right. I'll head over to the venue now. Ahao's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day. Traveler, Paimon's getting kinda hungry.
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with...
You lousy swine!
Stop right there!
Oh, look! A surprise performance! Wow! How lucky we are!
Quick, take a photo! After him!
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere. Quick! Don't let him get away!
Be careful!
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? Ah, you again! You're driving me crazy! Oh, wow,
All right, that's a wrap.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that!
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way...
Why, you... all right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in debt. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate. Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more... Please, kid. I see you're from Natlan too. That makes us brothers. Please, Have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please.
Something wrong.
I don't believe a word you say. Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense!
First of all, are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontainian, if you ask me.
Huh? What kind of logic is that? I can't explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want to hear another word. Ahow, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
Eat this, scumbag!
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontainian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course, I might be wrong. But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck. Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right? Many thanks.
And me? Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right!
Don't worry. I'm fine.
Little Kenny. Don't start
What are you on about? Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No, they'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin. But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. They say that people are shaped by their past. We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow. Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook. Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge. Yeah, let's get going. If we don't head back...
Yay! Traveler Kanichi, you're back! We just saw Chevro's taking the Oh, also, apparently the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation. Anyway, Hey, it's... Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon. Oh, already gone. Hope she... Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
If you...
Poor little Kanich. No one was there to pat him on the head, so he went off to For real now? Seems... Hey! You little...
To be honest, at the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of... So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
that things have reached this point,
A pinch of salt?
a dash of pepper, actually.
Huh? You two aren't talking about a new
Not desserts.
No, we're talking about the script. Oh, my dear partner, photographer, rookie director. There's no room for dull scripts on my stage. Plot twists should strike the audience like a cloud of pepper, leaving them sneezing in surprise. Achoo!
The same logic applies in catering. I once heard Miss Emily mention that pepper could be used in perfumes.
A peppery kick to complement the delicate sweetness of cream, perhaps.
Wow, the two of them. Paimon's struggling to.
Well, well, what do we have here? Escoffier's making a new cake? Oh, how exciting! When it's ready, do let me know. I'd love to try it.
Is it just Paimon or does it seem.
Why shouldn't they be? When your hard work pays off, that's when you should celebrate. It's like a batch of fresh macarons. After all, if there's ever a time to pile on the sugar, it's when you're making macarons. Pile on the sugar!
Pile on the sugar! And why are we piling on the sugar?
Lepine, Pauline, you're here! Is it ready?
Of course! It all went.
Huh? Were you off on some kind of important task?
I was indeed. Please.
Oh, wow!
Since the film Fantasy, we built this park together brick by brick.
To be fair, it was mostly thanks to Miss
That's right! And on top of that, Traveler, I'm offering you you get to add a mustache to my portrait! Cream flavored, huh? Very traditional, but also very delicious. All right then. Now that you're the proud owner of this commemorative map, you can draw as many different flavored mustaches on it as you like.
Sounds like a pretty tasty map.
Great! Your satisfaction is our #1 priority. Everything's all in order. Now it's time to relax.
Brace yourself. Here to play with me?
Nothing personal.
Yahoo! Think you can get away? Brace yourself.
Bad dreams be gone!
Over here. Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Off and away! All time, bro! Turn that frown. Think you can get away? Time to relax. Let's play!
Mind the wind. Mind your step!
Time for takeoff. Are you? Yes, proud. Up and down. Bad dreams be gone. Let's play. Think you can get away? There you are. Sweet dreams. Running late again. Yeah. Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff. Are you? Bad dreams be gone. Yeah. Yeah. Let's play. Think you can get away? There you are. Cast your worries to the wind. Time to relax. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Heads up.
Whenever I get to take a break, I always want a snack.
Can great names echo! The end of our legacy. Do not fear my...
You ignore. Let's go.
Bring it! Justice o'clock! Time! Let the mountain veins boil! Rise with the sun!
You are loyal to the wrong master. Fight on!
Pyroclastic surge! Great names echo!
Fall like rain!
Let the mountain's veins boil! Great names echo!
A trigger punch swallowed.
One fell swoop! Justice
Seems like an emergency.
Wrath from the sky! Rev the engine! Come, join me in the eternal night! Instead of...
Taking a turn for the better.
Mind the side effects.
Thank you for completing.
This realm... If you ever...
You've come at long last. While I was waiting for you, I nearly finished penning quite a few poems. Okay. My dearest companion, is there something you wish to tell me? My warrior, you've worked so hard. I understand how you feel. When you just can't find any more energy and the world falls into a haze. Even apples lose their sweet flavor. If you can get some quality shut-eye at this time, you'll feel a lot better when you wake up. Here, I'll lend you my shoulder. At any rate, don't worry. Whenever you need me, I'll always be by your side.